So, since everyone's lined up here, you can pretty much tell that this is like the last opportunity to speak to everyone before the final battle, so... Let's talk... Let's speak with some people in certain order. Oh, look, Elaine's here.
Orsino is right. People will hear about this and things will change.
You happy, Anders? You happy about this?
I underestimated you, Hawk. I really thought when it was put to the test, you'd have to kill me. You truly are the leader we've been waiting centuries for.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, stop. You're making me blush.
Thank you for standing by me. We would not have reached this point without you. May the Maker bring us victory. Maybe if he shows his approval, the world will finally be ready to change.
Inquisition. and excuse me. Let's talk with Meryl next.
I feel like I'm forgetting something. Or there's more to do, or... Does all this feel like a dream to you, too?
I think I've had this dream.
In a moment, I'll look down and see I have no pants on.
The champion of Kirkwall going to battle naked. Why can't I ever have that dream? Hawk, before we go...
Oh, quit worrying.
Haven't I said you worry too much? We'll be fine. Come on.
Alright, let's speak with Fenris next.
Here I am, about to defend these mages in hopeless battle. You lead me to strange places, Hawk.
It's what I do best.
This isn't so strange, really. What's one more life or death battle?
Yeah, how many of those have we had?
Excellent point. Then let me say one more thing, in case it's the last. You're a good friend.
Aww.
The only one I've ever had. It will be an honor to fight at
Fenris.
your side.
Same with you, buddy.
The battle awaits us. Navia Lerno Victoria. Only the living know victory. Fight well.
Thanks, buddy. Aveline?
Captain.
Not for much longer if this goes bad. What a mess. You really put loyalty to the test, you know.
Huh.
Donick has kept
Don't
the guard
I?
protecting civilians. Meredith
Nice.
will have no support from them.
Good.
With luck, well, let's just say we need some luck.
Any regrets?
Starting to doubt me?
Never.
Aww.
Almost never.
Oh,
Let's keep the damage to a minimum, shall we? I've walked away from too many wastelands for one lifetime.
I hear ya. I hear ya. Alright, Varric.
Nervous, Hawk?
Yeah, sure.
My mother didn't raise any stupid children. I know how dangerous this fight will be.
Yep.
Well, that's comforting. It's the most dangerous thing we could ever do, but at least we know that.
Huh.
You know me, Hawk. I'm not one for long goodbyes.
Oh, this isn't
I'm
goodbye,
not sure
buddy.
we should be doing this. Helping dangerous people run amok. But I'm with you.
Oh, come on, it'll be fun.
We've faced down worse things than this, Varric. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
I hate it when you say that. What do you say we put an end to all this waiting around and go meet Destiny?
I don't know, Destiny wasn't that great to meet. It was a game I really got bored with. Oh, sorry. That's not what he meant. Alright, alright, now we'll talk to Isabella, and then we'll save Carver for last.
Shouldn't you be halfway to Tevinter by now?
I'm not leaving. If you insist on fighting for some principle or other, I'm going to be right beside you.
Oh, thank you, Isabella.
It figures, doesn't it? I finally find someone I want to be with, and the Templars decide to go crazy and kill everyone.
Oh,
Tell me
thank
I'm
you.
not going to lose you.
You won't.
I promise we'll get through this.
I'm going to hold you to that, Hawk.
Aw, one last kiss before the battle. Aw, that was sweet, Isabella. There are times when you are really sweet.
They're going to kill us,
Don't be thinking that way. We shall live through this. I will help lead you through this. All right, brother. What do you want to say before our big fight?
Brother, you always seem to find a way to make my life difficult.
Oh, come on.
I should be hunting archdemons, but it feels right to be at your side again.
Aw, thanks. I'm glad you're here.
This is where you should be. The Brothers Hawk.
Yeah.
That won't always be the case. You know that.
I know, but still.
I've seen a lot of things. The world out there. It needs help. But I can start here.
Huh.
Who'd have thought, huh? Two nobodies from Lothering.
And look where we're at now.
I wish Mother could have seen us like this. I don't know what she would think about the rest, but...
Huh. Oh, Mother knew we'd work it out.
She always knew it would take something like this to bring us together.
I suppose she did. I'm proud to call you brother.
Aww.
That's gone unsaid too long.
Thanks, Carver.
In war, victory, champion.
Yep.
And whatever else may come.
Nice. Very nice to see his story arc with Hawk has reached a point where he says he's proud to be my brother. That's awesome. All right, that's everybody. You ready, Orsino?
Are you prepared, champion? I believe the battle is almost upon us.
Do you really think there's no hope?
You don't believe there's a chance of winning this fight?
With you on our side? Perhaps. But even if we win, what then? More Templars would come, with even larger armies. We are apostates now. Our only hope lies in the circles elsewhere in Thedas. They could rise up with us against this injustice. I assure you, however, we will find sympathy nowhere else.
We're ready.
Let the games begin.
There you go.
Very well.
Let the
You
games
will need
begin.
to give orders to your companions, and I will do the same for my people.
Sounds like we're about to start the Hunger Games. All right, the party for the rest of the game here. Obviously, I'm gonna be taking my brother with me. And I'm gonna be sticking with the other party for the rest of this way. Varric and Isabella.
What about me? What should I do?
We could use some healing or any other spells you can offer.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep you inside then.
Meryl, attack from a distance. Stay out of the fight as much as you can.
I will.
Aveline, charge in whenever you see an opening.
Very well.
Fenris, I want you to stay close. Help out when you can.
As you wish.
So, this is it. Some of you are worried. Maybe I am too, but I'm not staying long enough to find out.
Huh.
What I know is that I don't like being cornered, and I can fight harder scared than they can angry. We're getting out, and I'm buying when we do.
There you go.
Champion, it is beginning.
Not as epic of a speech as Commander Shepard gave, but then again, the speech kind of is different depending on what personality your Hawk is. So.
it down.
Oh boy, here they come.
Stop them!
Stand your ground! You are soldiers of Gondor. No, oh wait, no, that's the wrong franchise. Oh gosh. So it begins. Flame on! Oh gosh, that didn't last long. Wow. Oh boy. Oh, here they come. Have some fire! Look at Fenris, he's over there. Look at this, I got all my companions with me. There we go, get him! Get him, get him! Go get him, Aveline. Get in there. They just walk right into that little spot here, like it's a turkey shoot.
I know they just drown us as infants. Why wait? Why give us the illusion?
Oh, great, he's at this point
I
now.
refuse to keep running. I won't wait for her to kill me.
Orsino, are you starting to lose it, man? This is no time to surrender.
I hope you aren't giving up without taking a shot at Meredith.
Yeah.
I am not giving up. I am giving in.
Oh,
Quentin's
gosh.
research was too evil, too dangerous.
Quentin?
So I put it aside. But I see now.
You're talking
there's
about the
no
guy
other
who
way.
killed my mother? That psychopath?
Meredith expects blood magic, and I will give it to her.
Oh, no.
Make her help us all.
He's actually resorting to... Oh, gosh. Oh, this is not good. Ugh, this is getting a little gross, actually. Oh, no. What's he turning into? Oh, no. Not this thing. You remember that DLC I did not play in Origins? Yeah, this was the boss of that. It's one of the toughest bosses you will ever encounter in that franchise. Oh, man. This thing. Ugh. This was one of the toughest boss fights I've ever had to encounter. Well, I'm trying to remember what it was called. Some of you may remember what it's called. I'm blanking at the moment, but oh, man. This thing, in Origins, it was such a tough boss fight. I cannot believe Orsino just changed into that thing. Oh, there it is. Don't let it get away. Ah. Varric, what are you doing? Falcon? Look at Falcon fighting off that Templar. Look at Varric, he's just standing there. Just watching Falcon fight that Templar. Hey, Falcon, get over here. Look at Templar. He's just standing there being all chill. Distracting everybody. Ah, I can't get that guy. Oh, there we go. Finally got him. There we go. Now he won't distract my my team. There you go, Carver. Good job. Where is he?
Who's laughing now? Huh?
There he is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. There we go. Get them, get them, get them. Yeah, we got him. Where are you, Orsino? Where are you? There he is. Get him. Oh boy, he's... The biggin is back. My whole party here, so... Ooh, boy. Better heal Isabella. There we go. Finish him off! Yeah, there we go. We did it. Sorry to do this, Orsino, but you left me no choice. It's over.
Let's get moving before more Templars arrive.
Aha. His staff and his ring were left, though. Staff of Violation. It's alright, but it's not that great. At least not better than my, my key from the DLC. Generic stuff. His ring, extra health, extra mana, extra spirit damage. Not bad. Not bad at all. No. Nah. It's alright. It's just, don't really need it right now. Oh, everyone leveled up from that. Wow. Oh, grab this chest, Isabella. There we go. Nice, thank you. I am not! Stop saying that! Alright, so we're 28 now. Wow, you got a huge amount of experience. Look at that, we're more than halfway to 29. I don't think I've ever reached whatever the level cap in this game is. I don't think it's that high because, like, it's like, you know. But anyway, let's go ahead and level up probably for the last time in this game. Got everything in there. Telekinetic burst. Yeah, why not? Carver. There we go. Huh. Okay. Let's upgrade that. Alright, Varric, let's get you more health. You'll probably need it for probably the last boss fight. There we go. And Isabella, let's do the same thing for you. More health. And now let's give you... Actually... Let's give you that. Why not? Okay. Orsino, I cannot believe you chose to resort to that. So sad. So sad that you felt you had to do it, and you ended up dying for it. But then again, that's kind of the place where Meredith drove him. And a lot of the other mages. Oh, autosave. If you guys had seen me do the Golems of Omgorok DLC from Origins, which I did not do because it doesn't add anything to the story. But yeah, that thing was a boss. The boss from that DLC, and oh my gosh, it is such a hard fight. It is one of the toughest boss fights I've ever encountered in a game. Oh man, it's easier in this game, but in that game, partly because of the circumstances around how you and like the party you have to have, whatever your class is, it's not easy. Oh boy. Oh man, shades. Man, Isabella getting upset. I'm right here, hit me! She's getting testy. She's like getting a little fed up about all this. Freeze! Chill out! You know, the thing about this guy is, he's on fire! Shut up. Oh, man. What the? Sandal? Okay, I'm having some serious deja vu right now. Do you remember towards the end of Origins? We walked into a room, and there was a whole bunch of corpses on the floor, and then the only one standing was Sandal. And he's just like, enchantment.
Enchantment?
Yep, same thing. Look at this. He, like, destroyed all these things. And he's the only one here. Oh, my goodness. Sandal. Sandal, Sandal, Sandal. I guess I can stash these things, but look at this. It gives you a last opportunity to, like, hey, is there anything in your stash that you want to grab or anything? Is there anything you maybe want to enchant, or anything you want to buy? Here's your opportunity. What are you selling, Sandal? Potions? Nah, that's alright. I got plenty. Good to see you again, buddy. Probably for the last time. My goodness. That time it was an ogre, this time it was a pride demon. Oh! Ow! Ow! Ow, 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 ow! I just came in here to get this loot. I didn't know the whole place was trapped. Ah! Let me out! Let me out! Woo! Get out of there, Carver! Ay, ay, ay. Uh-oh. Hi? I just stumbled into a room where all of them were together. Whoops. Whoopsie! Oh my goodness. Oh boy. They're on fire! We got this. Oh yeah, good job, Carver. Just twirling my staff around like, yeah, what's up? I got this. There we go. Woo! My goodness. My goodness gracious. Okay, can't go that way. Nope, can't go that way. Hi, Templars. And fireball. Come on, we got this, we got this. Isabella? Oh, she's trapped over there. Sometimes. Sometimes you drive me crazy, you know that? Oh my goodness, Isabella, will you please? It's like I gotta take control of her. I gotta get her to come over to where our party is. Just silly. Absolutely silly. No, not that way, this way. Oh my goodness. There we go. Finally. Uh-oh. What are these guys doing here? Oh, great, the room's trapped. When did Meredith have time to set this up? Like, we'll set some floor traps here. Oh, man. Just showed up right behind me. Let's try this ability here. Oh, there we go. Got him. Woo! Alright, let's take a moment to check out the rooms. Templar Ceremonial Cummerbund. There's a codex for that? So what does it do? That's not bad. But that current belt actually is more suited for carver. This would be more suited for like maybe Aveline, or if I was playing a sword and shield warrior. It's kind of funny that you're finding these and it's like, I don't really have a use for this. Aha, a couple other unique items. Well, that depends, Isabel. Depends if they're any good. That's not bad. Blood magic, ugh. Nah. See, that's the thing. It's like, some of these things are good, but not really suited for me or my current companions. Dragonhide Mantle of the Predator? That sounds awesome. It's probably not something I can use, though. May as well take a look what kind of armor it is. Yup. Yeah, it's dexterity. It's for a rogue. Oh, I'll harp on this. You'll hear me talk about this when I discuss this game in the credits. Oh boy. Oh my! Look at that! I froze him in midair. That is hilarious. I actually got him to freeze up in the sky in midair when he was gonna jump and do a smash. That was amazing. Shield of the Resolute. In case they all try and surround me. Boom! Woo! There we go. Cleared the room. Woo boy. Alright, so what was that I found? No one in my group can use the shield anyway, so... Circle bound. Yeah, they're good gloves. They are, but I like what I have. That's not a bad shield. Too bad I'm not a shield and sword warrior. Too bad I don't have Aveline in my group, but anyway. So that's the last thing I can do. Obviously, once we go through this doorway here, we'll be encountering the final battle. Which no doubt will be Meredith. So there's an autosave, but of course we have to make our own manual save here at this point. It's kind of one of those things you mandatorily do before a big final boss fight. You make a save. RPG Gaming 101, brought to you by TJ Neeks. Alright. Let's let that finish up. And... Come on. Come on. Alright, anyway, here we go. Now it's doing another autosave.
And here we are, champion. At long last.
Yep. Been waiting for this, have you?
I imagine you've wanted to be rid of me for some time.
I bear you no ill will.
Sure you
You've done
don't.
this to yourself.
Uh-huh.
You were never part of this circle, and I tolerated that. But in defending them, you've chosen to share their fate.
Knight Commander, I thought we intended to arrest the champion.
Ooh. Cullen?
You will do as I command, Cullen.
No. I defended you when Thrask started whispering you were mad. But this is too far.
Whoa.
I will not allow insubordination. We must
Whoa.
stay true to our path.
That sword!
Andraste's dimpled butt cheeks.
You recognize it, do you not?
I do!
Your lyrium, taken from the Deep Roads.
That's the idol from the Deep Roads!
Charged a great deal for his prize.
So... Bartrand sold the idol to Meredith? And she turned the red lyrium from the idol into a sword? And that probably explains why she's gone all crazy these past few years. The idol has probably completely messed up her mind like it did to Bartrand.
It seems a lot more sword-like than I remember.
Mm-hmm.
All of you! I want him dead!
Enough! This is not what the Order stands for. Knight Commander, step down. I relieve you of your command.
Wow, nice, Cullen. Good on you.
Captain falls prey to the influence of blood magic.
Oh yeah, she's crazy.
You all have. You're all weak. Allowing the mages to control.
They're all like,
your
"Woo,
minds
man, she
to
is
turn
not
you
so."
against me.
She gone all crazy.
Don't need any of you. I will protect this city myself.
She has completely gone bonkers.
You'll have to go through me.
Ooh, nice.
Idiot
Thanks, Colin.
boy. Just like all the others.
She's lost it, just like Bartrand.
Yup.
Blessed are those who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter!
Don't be reciting the chant of light to me now, Meredith. You are in no position to be doing that. Ow! Wow, I like have no lyrium or mana at all. Let me drink a potion. There we go. Oh, hold on. Well, that was fast.
Maker, your servant begs
Look
you
at
to
her, look at her
destroy
eyes.
This evil.
Whoa! Since when can she fly like that? Oh my goodness. Now she's bringing these statues to life to fight for her? Wow, that red lyrium is more powerful than I thought it was. Oh, this ain't good. This is not good at all. Man, where's the Incredible Hulk when we need him? Be like, Hulk, go smash! And she's just chilling up there. So we gotta fight this thing. The Gate's Guardian. There we go. We got it. Nice. Oh, there's Anders. He showed up to help. Nice. Very nice. Oh, and there's Aveline. She's here to help too. So it looks like my other party members are showing up to help out. And Cullen's helping out. That's awesome. Come on, Meredith. Let's dance. Oh, there she goes again. Oh, here comes Fenris. Nice. He's all powered up. He's turned into Super Fenris. Freeze. Cullen, you want to help out with that thing over here? Oh, never mind. He's getting this one now. Oh, hi, Meredith. Showed up behind me. Didn't even realize it. Oh, boy. Get those statues. I got you, Isabel. There we go. Man, they just keep coming down. All those statues just keep coming down from their little pedestal up there, like, we'll help you, Meredith. Oh boy, look at this thing. And haste. Wait, look at, it's Zevran. Zevran showed up to help. Nice. So because I helped him, he's helping me in this battle. That's awesome. Oh, hi, Meredith. He just drops out of the sky like, alright, I'm ready to fight you now. Ow.
It's not
that hurt.
enough that they make innocents suffer. No, we must also have insult added to injury. Spare the mages, give them freedom, and they will use it to tear down.
She's monologuing during the fight, really? Oh, never mind. That monologue was cut short.
I will not be defeated.
Too late. You already have. Oh my gosh. It turned her into stone? Well, it might not be stone, but it pretty much turned her into a statue herself. Either she's stone or she's now Red Lyrium herself. I don't know, but I guess that's the price that she paid. Oh boy. Not now, Templars. Really? Come on. I don't think there's anything you can do. I think she's gone. Cullen? There's no need, buddy. Huh. They're letting us leave. He knows that this is over. Yeah, we better go. Come on, guys. Let's get out of here.
Word of the slaughter spread quickly.
I'm sure it did.
His name became a rallying cry, a reminder that the mighty Templars could be defied. He had defended the mages against a brutal injustice, and many lived to tell the tale. The circles rose up and set the world on fire.
Inquisition.
More Templars arrived at Kirkwall to restore order, but we were already long gone.
Huh.
We vanished into the hills, and circumstance eventually forced us all to leave the champion's side.
Aww.
Well, all of us except for Isabella.
Yeah.
You still hear the stories, of course. With each telling they grow, even if at the core remains the truth. A new legend had been born.
Nice. Well, Cassandra, what do you think?
So that's it. That's the whole story.
Then Meredith provoked the circle. She was to blame.
Or that damned idol was. Or Anders. Take your pick.
Yeah, it's probably
Even
a take your
so,
pick. It really is.
Had the champion not been there...
It might never have even gone that far.
Oh, gee.
I see.
So I guess I am.
So how is hearing all this going to help? You've already lost all the circles. In fact, haven't the Templars rebelled as well? I thought you decided to abandon the Chantry to hunt the mages.
Not all of us desire
Wow.
war, Varric. Please, if you know where the champion is, you must tell me. He is a hero. A man that the mages would listen to. Someone who was there at the beginning.
Huh.
The champion could stop this madness before it's too late. He may be the only one who can.
Is that what this is all about? In that case, I wish I could help you.
Just tell me one thing, then. Is the champion dead?
Oh, I doubt that.
Oh, I think we'll see him again.
Then you are free to go, Varric. May the Maker watch over you during the dark times ahead of us.
Huh.
Same to you, Seeker. Same to you.
Whoa. The Seekers.
So, did you...
Gone. Just like the Warden.
Leliana. Just like the Warden? The Warden's gone too?
That is no coincidence.
So, do we proceed with the original plan? Or keep looking?
It is in the Maker's hands now. We put our faith in him.
The hands of the divine. So that whole interview took place in Hawke's estate. So yeah, that's a short ending right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn down the game sound here because the songs that play during the credits here are not as nice or cool as the ones from Origins. So anyway, I actually don't necessarily have that much of a problem with that ending there because what that was for me was that was a to be continued type of ending. Now, if you were someone who only played this game and did not play Origins, I can understand why a lot of people did not like this ending and thought it was a terrible ending. But if you're someone who played Origins and did know what was going on and the characters and such, oh, gee, thanks. Then for me it was okay because I knew that it was just mainly a setup ending for Inquisition. And now that I have, Inquisition has come out since then and I've been able to play it and such, I don't have nearly as much of a problem with that ending as others may have had, or I may have even had, because of the things that happen later on that I know about. But anyway, I have a lot to say about this game. It's more so because of the amount of people that have come out and said that they hate this game, that they think this game is terrible. Let me say right off the bat that do I think this game is as good or better than Origins? No. I think Dragon Age Origins is a fantastic game and one of the greatest RPG games that you could ever play. It's fantastic. There are so many great things about it. And there were things about this game that were not in this one that I thought should have been because they were in Origins. You guys heard me gripe about it numerous times in this playthrough. The various different places, like the dungeons and the tunnels and such, they all looked exactly the same. The houses that you would go into and mansions, they would all look exactly the same. There was such a lack of design, a level design for these things that just reeked of laziness, or that it was rushed. A lot of people said that this game was rushed out, and that because of that, they didn't have as much time to do as many designs as they did for Origins. And my biggest gripe with this game is not being able to customize your companions. I loved being able to customize not just my own equipment, but also the equipment of all my companions in Origins. It was great. You could, not have to waste some awesome armor sets. You could choose to wear your own awesome armor set and then give a different, really cool armor set to your companions. In this game, you could not do that. You could only use and get the things that pertain to your own class. So because I was a mage, I could only get things that pertain to my attributes and my class. If I found armor sets or pieces for warriors or rogues, I couldn't use them, and they were useless. The only thing that was useful about them was selling them to get more coin. You couldn't be able to give them to your companions and make them look awesome. Fortunately, they fixed this in Inquisition, but it's probably my absolute biggest gripe about this game. Other than that, I really like this game. Those who say it's a terrible game, I disagree. I think this is a good game. Is it as good of a game as Origins? No, but it's still a good game in general and a good Dragon Age game. I like the story. I love the character Hawke, your protagonist. It does help that he can talk, that he or she, depending on which gender you choose to play, does have voice actor or actress, and they do a really good job, especially depending on what personality you chose. Whether it's the diplomatic Hawke, the aggressive Hawke, or the sarcastic Hawke that I chose because he was really funny. And it went along very well with the companions that you would have, such as Varric or Isabella, because they were absolutely hilarious. The dialogue and voice acting was really, really funny and humorous. It had a great sense of humor about it. Did the writing have a great, storytelling? Yes and no. The problem I have with this story, compared to the story of Origins, it doesn't feel as important as Origins did. In Origins, you had a huge thing going on. You had to stop the Blight and the Archdemon, otherwise they would have destroyed everything. And you were, as one of the Grey Wardens, you were like one of 2 left in Ferelden. You had such a burden put on you. You felt really important to the story. In this one, Hawk is an awesome character, but he doesn't feel as important, or what he's having to deal with, it doesn't seem as important as it did in the first game. Now, this conflict with the Mages and Templars does get a lot more attention in Inquisition, but this whole thing, with taking place in Kirkwall, which ended up making me miss Ferelden. I did not enjoy Kirkwall and such as much as I did Ferelden. The fact that you were someone who came from Lothering, I thought that was cool, because then it was those connections. I did enjoy the cameos, such as Alistair showing up, depending, of course, on what choices you made, because, of course, you imported the save from Origins, which is why I encourage you to play Origins first, then play this game, so you can be able to import your save so that you can see all those choices you made in Origins have effect in this game, whether it was one choice or another from Origins. They do play out differently in this game, as well as the choices that your character Hawk makes in this game. This game can definitely play out differently, if you choose to be aggressive, if you choose to side with the Templars on every occasion, on things like that, side with Meredith and such. It can play out differently. And those choices can also have an effect in Inquisition. So I like it. It's good. It's good for what it is for a standalone game, for a Dragon Age game. It's actually a good game. It's just not as good as Origins because of some little gripes I have, such as the RPG elements, like being able to customize your companions. I don't understand why they would take that out of this game when it was such a cool feature in Origins. And they decided to take that out of this one. Yeah, you could upgrade their armor, but you couldn't give them different armor pieces. It just made all those different armor pieces you would find just completely pointless and irrelevant. And I just did not really appreciate and like that choice, that design choice that they went with here. But I'm just, I guess I'm just trying to say, let's give this game some slack, because it actually is a good game if you're willing to give it a chance, if you're willing to really appreciate the different dialogue and such as, the humor aspect of it with the sarcastic Hawk paired with the likes of Varric, who was an awesome character. The companion characters are really well done. I like how some of them have different personalities and that their different story arcs are interesting, such as Fenris. Some people don't like the character of Fenris. I love the character of Fenris. Especially if you really understand where he's coming from and his story and such. There are other, of course, different characters, such as, you have to befriend or rival Isabella enough, otherwise she will not return to the Arishok with the tome, and then you will never see her again for the rest of the game. So then you lose that character for the rest of that time. And, whether or not you chose to play as a different class, and that's the thing, the replayability. I played as a mage, but if you play as a warrior or a rogue, you don't get Carver for the game, you get your sister Bethany. So it's a different way to go about it. Plus, if you leave them in Kirkwall rather than take them in Deep Roads, Bethany could become either a member of the Circle, or Carver would become a Templar, rather than them being Grey Wardens. Or if you don't take Anders with you and you take them with you, they would die in the Deep Roads. They would actually die. And then you would not have them for the rest of the game at all. So there are so many different choices and things and different ways that it can play out. It's, I like that about the replayability. So here's the cast. There are the actors. Nicholas Bolton, fantastic job. And Joe Wyatt also does a great job as the female Hawk. Of course, the various different voice actors here for some of the different characters. Hey, look at that. Carver and I share the same name, Nico Lennon. That's cool. Gideon Emery, of course, fantastic voice actor. I love his character. He does the voice for the Crusader in Diablo 3. Go check that playthrough out if you want to hear how he does that character. Victoria Kruger is Isabella, which got a different look, which I'm kind of okay with. Brian Bloom is Varric. Fantastic job. Absolutely great. And you can see why everyone loved his character and why they absolutely want his character to come back for Inquisition, which I'm so glad they did. Again, go check out my Inquisition playthrough if you want to find out how this story continues, how these choices pan out, the relevancy of the choices from this game in Inquisition. And you could say, I mean, like, the choices from Inquisition, or from this one, number 2, and in Origins, both play out kind of equally, or have as equal amount of an effect in Inquisition. Some said, well, this is Inquisition direct sequel to number 2, so it's not as good. No, it's not. It's a sequel to both games. So, oh, look at that. Mark Meir, of course, he played a part in this. No surprise there. BioWare does tend to use the same voice actors, but I'm okay with that. Why use different people when you have such a great group of voice actors that are always willing to do the games for you? You know, that's one of the ways that, you know, oh, Steve Valentine, of course, as the voice of Alistair, of course, when he makes that cameo. But, I mean, yeah, just, there's a lot to like about this game. Are there things to not like about this game? Absolutely. But there are a lot of things to like about this game, especially with this conflict. You know, if it does seem different if you're playing as a warrior or a rogue with this conflict between the mages and Templars, because, of course, you're not a mage directly, so you could play either way, and it would make sense. Whereas if you're a mage and you side with the Templars, it doesn't necessarily make that much sense to me, because why would you do that if you're a mage? You know, unless you're, I don't know, trying to be in their good grace or something. I don't know. It all depends how you choose to play your character, because you can choose to play Hawk any number of ways, and it's, you know, it's your choice, just like it was with the hero Ferelden in Origins. But there's a lot of replay value, and there's a lot to like about this game, so anyone who tells you that this game is absolutely terrible, that it's not worth playing, I would disagree on that, and I would say judge it for yourself. Go ahead and get this game. You can get it really cheap now for either, like, maybe, you know, you could buy it digitally for like $20, but you could go to a GameStop and get it for like $10 or maybe even $5 or so. It's worth getting, especially if you play the first one. Just go ahead and accept it's not going to be as good as Origins. There are going to be some things you may not like, but I think that there will be some things that you do like. The cast of characters and companions that you meet are still good, you know, and just as interesting. You know, the whole thing with Anders, of course, that's one thing that you can look at from various different perspectives, and there's a lot of things that you can look at various different perspectives in this game. In terms of the story, or in terms of the characters, what they do, like what Anders does and such, and how you choose to respond is also relevant, you know, partly because if you take a look at the Dragon Age Keep website, with the various different choices that they offer you, how you decide to feel about certain things, like how you felt about Anders blowing up the Chantry, that comes into play. You know, that actually is giving you a choice, like, did you agree or not agree with what Anders did, you know? And so each of those different things can actually play out in Inquisition. So if you play the first game, I think this game is worth playing, partly also because it's cool being able to import your saves and see how the choices from the first game played out in this one, even though it's a different formula from Mass Effect, where you played as the exact same protagonist for 3 straight games. In this franchise, you play a different protagonist in each game. So it's a different aspect to it. It's a different take on it, you know, of course, with this different genre, of course. But that's what makes it kind of appealing, as well as Mass Effect, or that makes it stand alone, stand different, rather than say, well, it's very similar to Mass Effect, but there are things different about it. You know, and that's one of the main differences, is that you don't play the same character story, you play a different protagonist story. And you shape that character story, and you can have them shape out differently compared to, like, if you play the hero Ferelden one way, you can play Hawk a completely different way. And with the amount of different choices that you can make, and also how that character would react differently to how your character from Origins did things. So, you know, and the thing with, you know, some of the different things in this and how they would play out in Inquisition, I would, definitely say, go check it out. And of course, after you play this, go to the Dragon Age Keep website, review all the choices, make sure that all the choices that you made in these games are accurate, and so that you can make a world state, and then pick up Inquisition and play it. You know, that's, you know, that. And again, as I said earlier on, as for the DLCs, the Legacy DLC, definitely worth getting. It does have relevancy not only in this game, but also in Inquisition. Mark of the Assassin, I mean, it's up to you. I would say it doesn't really add that much to the story overall, but if you want to check it out, I mean, it's fine. It's okay. It's alright. It's not that great, but it's fine for what it is. By the way, I'm still waiting for that DLC that came out for Inquisition to come out for the PS4 users like myself. I mean, hey, if you got an Xbox or PC, you're good to go, but for some reason it's like with Skyrim. Us PlayStation users have to wait. So, and yeah, this version, PS3 version of this game, it's okay, I can understand why people would say that the PC version is better. It does run smoother on the PC, whereas in this one, I will say though, this version definitely runs a lot smoother than the PS3 version of Origins did. In the PS3 version of Dragon Age Origins, it would have some processing issues sometimes. I would have to wait until the saves were done while not hoping it would crash. In this one, it was definitely made more so for consoles. So they kind of helped take care of that little feature in making it much smoother and easier to operate on consoles than it did so on back on Origins. But that was partly, of course, because Origins was made more so as a PC focused game. And then this one, I guess some people also probably don't like this because maybe they thought it was more so made for consoles and maybe made a little easier. The combat, I will say, the combat is definitely the thing that is about this game that I think is actually better than Origins. And the combat in Origins was very slow, it was very sluggish, whereas the combat in this game is a lot better. It's a lot faster, it's a lot easier to use, it's a lot smoother, especially depending on what class you choose. Now, given that I was playing a rogue in Origins, so sometimes I had to go up real quick and up close because I was using daggers. In this one, because I was playing a mage, I didn't have to worry about having to go right up to the enemy because I could just attack from long range. But, even that was, I think, fixed in this game. I think that whoever was that oversaw the combat in this, definitely a big upgrade. And that's probably might be the only thing I would say is better in this game than it was in Origins, is the combat. Everything else I preferred in Origins. The design for like the inventory, the design for the levels, everything about Origins except for the combat I think is better than 2, including the story. Especially because there are so many different characters you can play as in Origins, whereas in this one you play one, but you can play Hawk so many different ways. It's completely fine in that regard. Whether you play as a female, whether you play as a male, whether you play as any of the 3 different classes, it adds to the replayability. So, bottom line, this game is not as bad as a lot of people have portrayed it. It's much better than that. It's definitely worth playing if you're a fan of Dragon Age Origins. If you're a fan of Dragon Age in general, it's definitely worth playing. There's a lot to like about this game. So those who like to put this game down, don't believe it. It's actually really good. It's not as good as Origins, and it's also not as good as Inquisition, but it's still good. It's not a bad game. It's still a really good game. There's a lot to like about it. Feel more than free to check it out. I highly encourage it. So, that is it, my friends. That's going to do it for Dragon Age 2. If you have stuck with this story since Origins, awesome. I hope you now head on over to my Inquisition playthrough and check it out so that this story you can see how this story continues. The story of my Hawk is over, although I will say that I did import a different Hawk for that Inquisition playthrough. I imported one of my Warrior Hawks as opposed to this Mage Hawk. But, so, that way you get 2 different perspectives. You get this perspective of the Mage Hawk in this playthrough, and then you get the perspective of the Warrior Hawk in my Inquisition playthrough. So, I hope you go check that out, and I hope you enjoyed this playthrough of Dragon Age 2. My name is DJ Neeks, and I will see you guys next time.